Oh hi, it's Bukai, and welcome back to another video for Idle Research, and we've been having a blast playing this game. You can see now we're up into zillions with billions of energy a second. Now, I'm not quite at the position where I can buy an additional flask slot, but it's fine. However, we have unlocked the energy gains, and the energy gains accelerator, as I mess around to see how this spending mode works, the energy gains is massive. You can see that once I invest a little bit on there, we've gone up to 5.996 gains. We're now up into the hundreds of billions a second, and we are now making basically every 2 seconds a trillion energy. Yeah, a little tiny investment is worth it, and looking back, what I would probably do to advance through this stage is go back to the accelerator and just spam click on the energy gains, which you're going to be seeing me bounce back and forth between the flask crafting counts and the energy gains there. So 20, now you can see 1.8 trillion, it's just insane the amount it goes up by versus the actual flask crafting. Energy gains is so good to invest in until you get the good old-fashioned fire flasks, which you will see later. But in the meantime, we're up to 2 trillion energy a second, which is nice. And I wanted to get up to 3.5 minimum on our flask crafting count before we go into the next. So going back to the flasks, we are going to be bouncing back on the yellow flasks, and you can see up at the top that the research has been unlocked. And it takes me a bit before I actually realize that, and 815 seconds later, we're going to be getting the next flask. But I'm not going to make you sit here and watch through the 815 seconds as that entire research goes across. Don't you worry about that. Unless people want to watch that. If people do, then just let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know. But looking at the prestige, you can see here that we are looking towards our first prestige at 33 flasks. Now, like I said before, you want to be waiting till around 100. I didn't do this, obviously. Bit of a mistake. I do think I should have waited till around the 100 mark, but alas, I did not. Alas, I did not. I do keep investing into the energy gains, trying to boost this up further. The goal, like I said before, is to get the next flask at least researched, at least one made, in order to unlock the achievement for it. But I don't actually do that. I see it says requirements met. The developer probably did set it at a point where it's probably at a good spot to prestige at, but I just sit there debating it. Should I wait for this thing to go? And I do eventually decide, you know what? 40 golden flasks, that's what I'm going to wait for. Maybe slightly more than 40, and then I will prestige. And 98, 99, 40. And prestige. There she goes. So now I've prestiged up, and we are up to our first flask. But then I noticed, oh, you have to research the first flask every time. Ah, I see, said the blind man who said as he saw. Bit of annoyance, but not much you can do. It's fine. So we've got at least the auto crafter does stay past prestiges, which is a big bonus. I don't have to keep sitting there and clicking and clicking and clicking. I do have to wait a little bit until I get the 100, and then I can click on the +1. I don't do it right away. I should. I check the other things to see what shows up and what remains. And it seems like it's just really the auto crafting at this start. And so we get up to our second, and we are going to eventually get our third. Now, I'm not going to make you sit here and watch as I continuously prestige all the way up into the spot that we were at. But I just wanted to show the differences into how and what shows up when you prestige, as well as look at how fast it takes in order to get to your next prestige spot. We're already up to 3 crafting flasks with the auto. We're about to click to unlock the flask crafting speed in order to boost us up more. And just spam clicking on this in the initial stages to at least get it up to 1.5 or 2.0. I believe I go all the way up to 2.0. And there she is to slightly past 2.0, and we're going to go back to the flasks where you can see research is there. And we're going to start researching the orange flasks. And we are up to 260 a second. And we go back to get up to 3.0 on our flask crafting speed. I do stop before that at 2.8 as I am saving up to get to the next flask, as that is a decent spot that I need. And it's just 10,000. 10,000 is all we need. There it is, 10,000, perfect. And we buy the next auto crafting flask, and we are now up to 4 red flasks, and orange is almost research. And we go back to spam clicking on our accelerator to get the flask crafting speed up, and we're up to 4.1, 4.2, and we're just gonna keep hammering and hammering and hammering. Now, the prestige, what this thing does is, it's for every 10 flasks you have, it's a multiple of 1 times more efficient. So currently with 40 flasks, I'm sitting at a 40 times efficient. And it looks like the goal is to get 10 dual trigintillion, and I probably butchered that pronunciation, but it is a 1 followed by 100 zeros. Yeah, a lot of zeros. And to unlock fire flasks, it looks like we need 1 quadrillion, or quintillion. I believe that was quadrillion. But we're just going to go back. Flask crafting speed, plus 5.5, 5.7, 5.8, 5.9. Come on, you can do it. And we're going to start moving up into crafting some orange flasks as I save up to get the 100k in order to boost up. I am running a deficit, as you can see there, of the red flasks. This is done partially on purpose in order to reduce the amount of time it takes to get up to the orange flasks. I don't think that this is a smart idea at the beginning, but, you know, it's fine, especially considering I was just waiting to get the 100k in order to boost up. But I think it is a little bit crippling. I might have wanted to, looking back, just booting up more red flasks and ignoring the orange for a little bit. Boosting up the orange later on when you kind of need it. Like having 1 of them per the other 3 might be more efficient, but it's fine. And there we go, we now have unlocked the flask research speed. 10 million down the drain, but it's fine. And you can see that we're up to 147k a second. We're about to get up to another flask. Come on, 1 million. And there we go. The next is 10 million. And that's not going to take too long, but I'm running another deficit on the red flasks, and there's a bit of mistakes that I keep doing. But it's fine. We're now researching up to the yellow flasks, catching up to where we were when we first had prestige. And we're up to 10 times the manufacturing. It's still too many that we're losing. 2.28 per second. Yeah, our energy's not being able to keep up, and it is going down, or at least stagnating at this position. So we're saving up to get the 10 million. We're up to 9.5, 9.6, 9.9, 10 million, and bam, 10 million, and we are now in the black for all our resources. And 330 seconds remaining for the good old-fashioned yellow flasks.